All right, and we back for the fourth podcast in 4 days. And today I have a pretty funny story for you guys. So back in third grade, so quite a long time ago now, I am a junior in high school. If that gives you any frame of reference. But yeah, back in third grade, we had this thing called dojo dollars, where you get like these fake dollars for doing good things throughout the year. And you can spend them throughout the year on certain like prizes, or you could just save them up for the end of the year when you have this auction, and you have a bunch of people bring stuff in, and then you have an auction to bid on the items that people bring in, and so you can get a bunch of stuff with your dojo dollars at the end of the year. And so we're in this auction at the end of the year, end of third grade year, and so like pretty much everyone brings in like a thing for people to bid on. And I didn't want to like go out and buy anything or anything, so I just, I went scrummaging around the house, seeing like what do I not want anymore, and I found my older sister's like old My Little Ponies, and so I put them into like this bag to bring them to school. And I wasn't really thinking anything of the like putting them in the bag or anything, but put them in the bag and bring them to school, and then my teacher asks like, do you want to keep them hidden? Since they're in the bag, no one had ever seen them yet when we actually get to the auction. And so she asks, um, so do you want to keep the prize hidden, or do you want to show it to everyone? And so I decide to keep it hidden before like people bid on the thing hidden, bid on it without knowing what it is. And so the person ends up winning it and actually getting the prize, outbidding everyone for it, was just the funniest thing ever. It was my friend, my good, I would say good friend, in the class. Uh, and he is a guy, so My Little Pony is typically think of those being male toys, but especially not like third grade or male toys. Definitely weird. And then he wins it. And he thinks like, oh, it might be pretty cool. You know. Not like this polar bear guy is gonna. I'm not gonna say my real name, of course, but it's not like polar bear is gonna, put like some dumb thing. It's probably gonna be a pretty good prize. If he's gonna keep it hidden, it's probably gonna be a pretty good prize. And then he opens it up, and just the look on his face, it was the funniest thing. It was probably the hardest I have ever laughed in my entire life. I was like sitting next to my best friend at the time, and we were like bawling on the floor laughing, like we were both laughing so hard, like we could barely breathe. That's how hard we were laughing. And then also, I actually ended up going into the auction with the most amount of money, and I think I also came out of the auction with the least amount of items. So, I mean, like, I had saved up a lot of money throughout the year. I had by far the most money out of anybody in the class. And yes, oh, most dojo dollars out of anybody else in the class. And then I go into the auction with the most dojo dollars and come out with the least amount of items. It was pretty pathetic. I'm just not very good at spending money. I can say that, which isn't really a bad thing for like real life. You don't really want to spend money. I shouldn't go broke if I keep that up. But um, yeah, pretty funny. Like that whole auction was so funny. Probably the funniest day of my life. I'm gonna be honest. It's amazing.